Hey guys, it's Joe, and this video will be part 2 of my Music Take 101 series. In this video I'll be discussing essential effects when mixing and processing. So there are 3 you should use on practically every sound without fail, and they are compression, reverb and EQ. I'll be going into each one and explaining why you need them, and I'll put links to videos I've done on each and how to use them. First is compression. Compression is used to reduce the dynamic range of an audio signal. It makes the quieter parts louder and the louder parts quieter, which effectively evens out the sound and gives it more impact. You want harder compression for tracks you want to stand out more, so for dance tracks, harder compression will be used on kicks, snares and basses, and for instrument mixing for genres like rock, you'd want heavier compression on the guitar tracks. This is subjective however, as you may want to use these as more of a background sound, in which case you'd use a softer compression, but it's just an example. Next is reverb. Reverb is used to replicate a room or open space, so you can apply artificial reverb to samples or MIDI to make it sound like they're all being played in that space. This can be anything from a small room to a chamber hall. Reverb is used to make everything sit together and to help place all the sounds in the stereo image. For example, a smaller reverb will make it sound like an instrument's at the front, whereas a large reverb will make it sound like it's at the back, as a large decay makes it sound like it's further away. You can use the exact same reverb on multiple channels to make it sound like they're all recorded in the same room, giving a far more realistic sound to your channels. It can be used in a lot of creative ways, such as reverse reverb, or just using a large reverb to make something sound airy. Lastly is EQ. There are 2 main types of EQ. There's creative and then there's corrective. Corrective is for the reduction of frequencies and creative is for the boosting of frequencies. For corrective EQ, you mainly want to use this to get rid of wasted energy in a track. So if you've recorded some female vocals, you can completely remove the low end as it won't really affect the sound and it'll bring more clarity to it. It's also good for reducing unwanted frequencies. So if you've recorded a snare with too much snap on the attack, you can reduce the frequencies between 3 and 5 kHz to bring that down. Creative EQ is where you boost the frequencies that you want to stand out more. So in a lead bass sound, you may want to boost the low end and the low mids at precise points to make them cut through more. It's all about making your channels work with one another. If you're boosting the frequencies in your bass, you may want to reduce the boosted frequencies on another track that doesn't need them, so it'll help it cut through more. So I've got this track that I was working on a while ago. I'm going to play the drum part and I'm going to turn off all the EQ, reverb and compression. I'm then going to turn it all back on so you can hear the difference. So this is without. So it sounds quite flat. And now I'm just going to turn everything back on. So as you can hear, everything sits together nicely, there's no clashes, and it's all a bit more punchy and cuts through quite nicely. Those are the 3 essential effects that you should always be using when mixing and processing, with a few exceptions. It's good to practice a lot with them, as you'll be using them countless times in every project you work on. I hope you found this video useful, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment or contact me via my website. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers.